Friday night, back at it again, the most interactive sports show, the Overtime Sports Show. I'm AV for Magic 102.1. He is the one and only.
G-Man, a G and a pimp, and fresh off my trip to Dallas for the Canelo fight. And
I see the shirt.
Yeah, well, this is from a fight before. I didn't want to pay the $20 for the new shirt. I was waiting for the bootleggers outside for the $5 shirts, but we had to leave.
Don't go to jail, baby. Buying stuff from the bootleggers. Man, it's an exciting time for us today on the Overtime Sports Show. I want you to like, share, and be sure to comment. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, there will be no settlement when it comes to Deshaun Watson. We've got the Hall of Fame happening with the NBA. We know Kobe is going to be a part of that being honored and introduced, of course, by Michael Jordan. We definitely missed the Mamba. And we've got H-Town's own former Houston Rockets head coach, Rudy Tomjanovich. Never underestimate the heart of a champion. He's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. So it's a lot to talk about, but we got to get it started first. I feel like you and I are about to go into business now because there's this wonderful invention that is out. It's called a basketball shooting machine. And we have a young man right here in our own backyard, Thomas Fields, who's the founder and CEO of Grind Incorporated. He was just on Shark Tank presenting this wonderful basketball idea. And Thomas, what's up, man? We welcome you into the show, my brother.
What's going on, guys? I'm happy to be here.
Before he goes any further, man, I had to tell him off the air. I was like, man, I don't know if your cousin, but somebody had told me that somebody's family member had designed this basketball machine. It was on Shark Tank, and I was like, really? And it was him. So, man, that's from my people over at Donna Rocky's restaurant, man. That's your kinfolk over there, huh?
Yeah, man. You know, we Mexicans. You know, we got family everywhere, man. So second cousin, first cousin, somebody, man. So.
It's connected in all kind of ways. Well, listen, man. You fresh off of Shark Tank. Of course, you were first on this previous episode that they just showed, and I know it takes a lot, that you have to do when you get on Shark Tank to present this idea. But I want you to take us back to the conception of the idea for you. And when you talk about this basketball goal, it's portable in this basketball machine. So I want you to break it down and show me how you can help my career, Thomas, because I'm thinking about coming back.
Oh,
man, really, I was a basketball player when I was 19 years old. I mean, I was a basketball player since I was, I picked up a basketball when I was 7 years old. So I fell in love with the game like millions of other kids and, made varsity freshman year. Went in, I played at Reagan High School. So I grew up on the north side of Houston and I tore my ACL, man. I tore it again and I tore it again. I had 4 ACL surgeries. Not one.
Wow.
Four. I'm actually scheduled for my 5th surgery next week. I'm like, I'm not stopping. I gotta hoop. Like, this is a game I love. Man, so I just had bad luck or whatever it was, but it never deterred my dream of making it to the NBA or trying to go D1 and play college ball. So my school had bought this shooting machine. It was like $6,000, 400 pounds, massive machine. But all the NBA teams have it. All the Division I colleges have it, and kids have access to it. In college and kids with money, right? But I was a kid on the north side that is trying to put in the work, trying to find opportunities, but I just, gym was locked. Coach wouldn't let me in the gym.
Yeah.
It's too big, too expensive for my family to purchase, and it wasn't designed for us. So I was 19, graduating high school, couldn't go hoop. My homeboy taught me how to weld. He went to trade school. And I was like, yo, I gotta solve this problem. I gotta make a machine. I gotta make products designed specifically for athletes because there's no company out there. You got Nike, you got Adidas, Under Armour, but they're obviously making apparel, shoes. There's no company designing products specifically for athletes, and we dedicated our lives to this game. So I really wanted to dedicate my life to building a great company that designs products for us. So I started with basketball, started with taking this 12-foot tall machine and folding it into a duffel bag where you can take it anywhere. And it's affordable for families. We're the first company to offer payment plans. And what it does, G, is it gets your rebounds, make or miss, automatically passes the ball back out to you. You don't have to chase your rebounds, spending hours outside, running into the street, running down the road. Like, it gets your made and missed shots, passes it automatically to you. So, you know, it increases your shooting efficiency by 10 times. You know, you can shoot 1,000 shots in 1 hour. So,
wow,
game changer. It's a game changer.
So is it kind of like that one? It's not. I mean, I remember the first thing that ever came out was a little bar that came under the rim. When you made the shot, the ball came back, but you had to make the shot. Mm-hmm. Your invention is hit or miss. So you make it, you don't make it, the ball's gonna come back to you.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I had one when I was growing up. You know, my people bought one at $15, $20. But crazy thing is, even when you missed it, made it, and it was a swish, sometimes they would break because they're so flimsy. Sometimes they'd fall off. Mm-hmm. But, you know, as a basketball player trying to get to the next level, I wanted something that's going to keep me locked in, focused, and actually going to take my game from here to here, right? And everybody wants to kind of have that one leg up. But you know, before I created the grind machine, it was really only the kids that could afford it, only the families that could afford it or had access to gyms and trainers, right? Like, we're trying to level the playing field to where, you know, we're breaking it down to payment plans for you, where you can purchase one, and it's accessible. It's designed to fit in your trunk, in the back seat of the car, and you take it anywhere, right? So it's designed for everybody, really.
What gave you the just off the top of your head, like, I need to design something? I mean, I know you told your ACL, you didn't want to have somebody throwing rebounds back to you. Well, how did it all come together? Like, what was the first prototype? What did it look like?
Man, I don't have it here, but I ran into Academy with a measuring tape on my hip because I couldn't afford to buy a actual new duffel bag. It's like $60. So yeah, I'm young. I don't have no money. I walked in there, pulled it out, measured the bag, and I was like, all right, this is where I'm starting. I got to fit the shooting machine in this bag. So I went back home, started sketching, and figured out I got to put this piece of metal to this piece of metal, and figured out what it was called, welding. And I just started learning and just started going. But I think the idea came from just really, like, I was in the gym, I was outside the gym, and I was like, man, I want something for myself. So I started looking, and nothing existed, you know, and I was like, well, you know, why can't can I make one? Like, shit, like, they don't exist, you know? So, you know, and whenever I thought of that, I was like, man, I would want to take it to the park. I would want to use it at home. If I ever got a goal, I would want to take it anywhere with me. So it had to be portable. It had to fold into a duffel bag, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like that idea because if you think about it, you know, you said you've been able to get a lesson and being taught how to weld, not only from your friend, but the fact that you are hooping. You know, when you hoop, man, we carrying basketball with us everywhere we go. We want to shoot everywhere we go. Exactly. And so now it's like, yeah, you know, with the portable basketball shooting machine, we got the access to do that. And the rebounds come back to us, which is I don't want to chase the ball all around the court and everywhere we go. So that's a wonderful thing within itself. Go ahead.
And the machine is designed to where a lot of people look at the net and they're like, that's a big net. That's a tall net. Well, the machine is actually designed with sports science. So it forces you to get your shot up, right? And it forces you to shoot like the optimal arc at 45 degrees. So if you haven't shot a basketball in 1, 2, 3 years, you know, you're gonna shoot flat. You're not gonna do the proper things to make a basketball. But whenever you use our machine, people are surprised how many more shots they're making because of the fundamentals our machine forces people to kind of follow.
Yeah. Now you go and you present this on the Shark Tank, man. Take us into that experience for you, because I know I said it's not only exciting, but at the same time, it's nerve-wracking because you're going in front of all of these business owners who, you know, giving you a hard time.
Before you do that, though, you got to tell them how you got on Shark Tank. Like, how was that process to even get on the TV show?
Man, so we were in the middle of production, in the middle of delivering our batch 1. So we did all pre-orders, and my fiance actually applied to Shark Tank behind my back. I had no idea. And I look up, I'm in the middle of manufacturing, and we get an email from Shark Tank. I'm like, is that real? And yeah, sure enough, we got into the first round, second round, 5th round, 6th round, and they say we're in. And you know, I look up, they're flying me out to Vegas to quarantine for 2 weeks before I pitch. And at that point,
I'd love to go to Vegas. Give me some gambling money.
Man, yeah. So the crazy thing though was I couldn't leave the room for 14 days.
Wow. Okay. For the quarantine.
For the quarantine, man. So it was wild, but I had a lot of time to kind of prepare and perfect my pitch, right? And I owe that kind of time a lot to how I did on the show.
Yeah. Definitely want everybody to go back and check it out if you missed it. Great presentation by you. And I know at the end of the day, it's your baby, so you're gonna protect it at all costs. You know, sometimes people gonna try to, you know, talk you, lowball you on it, but you stood your ground.
Yeah, man. You know, like what we're trying to do, I'm trying to build Grind to be the Nike of sports equipment. You know, I call it Grind basketball, but at the end of the day, I want to develop Grind soccer, right? Grind football, and encompass it with hardware and software, right? Interactive experiences, kind of like Peloton. We're thinking really big, man, and we want to put Houston on the map to show that our culture of grinding, you know, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, like all these dudes, Chamillionaire, 50-50, like the whole culture from SUC to Swisher House, like all of that, grinding with music and hip hop from our culture. I took that to basketball, and it was the same thing. It was just putting in work, constant, persistent, and then I took it to business and technology, and I just want to really put Houston on the map for sports and technology, and just kind of show kids that like, yo, if you don't make it in basketball, there's other options that you could. Engineering is a thing, you know what I'm saying? Software and design those are things that we could pursue as minorities, and I think it's just that's really what we're trying to do with the city and with the company.
Have you been connected like to the different schools? Because when I see this, I'm thinking about even from, you know, the Little League perspective, because we have that with the YMCAs and the other, you know, basketball leagues that take place around the city, middle school, high school. You know, you thought about taking it into the schools and maybe getting our school systems to kind of partner with you on this because it's affordable for our kids, or even the schools can invest into buying it for their students.
Absolutely. Like we had one school buy 5-6 of them, you know, a few schools bought that many. And you know, I think we're constantly thinking of different ways to include parks, recreation centers. You know, we're real close to the council city folks and just trying to get, you know, understanding what we can and what we can't do and what we can do in the community. And then just structuring business models around this stuff. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're a company, we're a business. But I think if we focus with the end user, the customer, the community first and at core, and then we design around that, and it's all focused around access, giving people more access, inspiring people, I think we're going to create something real special.
Man, I love it. I'm excited about it. Now, how can everybody find the basketball shooting machine, Thomas?
Man, grindbasketball.com. We're open for pre-orders. Batch 3 is open right now. So people, you know, we got the Shark Tank special going on.
Yes, sir.
We got the Shark Tank special going on. So y'all cop that. Payment plans are also available. Your machine delivers this November right before Christmas. So it's perfect timing. But Grind Basketball on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out our videos. You know, we got some amazing content coming out, man. So we're really excited because we're using stories from people from the city. You know what I'm saying? So we did a piece on Kendrick Davis that went to Sam Houston High School. You know, we're looking at some kids at Wheatley. But, you know, we want to be that Nike that comes from the hood, that comes from the city and gives back, you know what I'm saying, and designs for the city. There I go, man. That's it.
Yeah, the superstar.
I see old Mark Cuban. I don't want to spoil it for myself because I want to watch it.
Gotta watch it, man.
I'm gonna watch it tonight, but I guess you got a deal, huh?
It was crazy because I had a 30-second stare down with Mr. Wonderful just like this.
Oh, I hate that.
Hey, man, but I got his respect because I didn't stop looking away until he looked away. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. was a crazy experience, man. And Mark Cuban's like 6'4". I didn't even know 6'4".
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, big old dude.
I'm sure none of them boys at Shark Tank wanted to let something go by, like they let the Ring doorbell go by. They could have been ultra. Yeah, it was crazy. They didn't pick up that dude. So obviously, with your invention, I'm sure that they had a lot of thinking about, man, we kind of let a lot of this good stuff go away. And this, especially with Mark Cuban being a basketball owner, that his eyes must have lit up.
Yeah, man. So I try to come fully prepared with every answer, every question that I can think of they would ask. You know, I try to come ready, man. So paid off.
Much success to you, man. We're excited about it, and you're definitely going to have to circle back around and come back to us, because I see there's so many different, as you said, business models, so many ideas, so many ways that you can kind of angles to attack to kind of be able to help our community and to help our young people. As you said, it's not just about playing basketball, but it's about the business aspect as well. So you may not be able to make it in this area, but it's so many different things that you could do. And for everybody that's just joining us again, Thomas, I want you to give your information, how everybody can keep up with you, and of course, get the basketball shooting machine.
Yeah, Thomas Fields, founder and CEO of Grind. Y'all can find us at grindbasketball.com, Grind Basketball on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Y'all go follow us, support, repost our stuff, man. We're trying to do something really special for the city within sports and technology, man. So, and check out the Shark Tank episode.
Yes, sir.
I'm watching this tonight when I get home.
Cool.
Yeah, we got that we got the link as well, as you see, guys. You can go and check it out on YouTube. Want y'all to watch that. It's going to be good. Thomas, I went to Worthing High School, so we used to beat the mess out of Reagan, man. I think every time we saw y'all on the schedule, Thomas, that was like a guaranteed win, man.
Guaranteed, huh?
Yeah, it was a guaranteed win.
See, when I got there, it was a little different. I think I had 20.
Oh, yeah, 20.
I had 20 when we played y'all, man.
Hey, listen, back in my days when we played y'all probably only had 20 the whole game.
You're right.
You're right. Back when I was growing up, Milby High School was the king of basketball back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, they had a legacy. Thomas, we appreciate you stopping by the Overtime Sports Show, man. Thank you again, okay?
Appreciate y'all, man. Great meeting y'all.
I'm definitely going to invest in one of those. For sure.
Yes, sir. We'll definitely talk to you soon. That's great. That's a great invention, man.
Discount, though, you know?
Yeah. We got to get that big homie discount for sure, baby. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. Everybody definitely go out and check it out. The Overtime Sports Show. We thank you guys for being here with us today. Remember to like, share, and comment. We got to get into the NBA. It's a lot in the NBA tonight, man.
Yes, indeed, it's a lot. All brought to you by Hennessy, the spirit of the NBA. The Rockets, they came close to beating the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma hit a layup with 6 seconds to go.
Come on, man.
When I saw the score, I'm like, man, with LeBron and AD, well, they didn't play. So that was wild. No. But tonight, staying in LA, they're playing the Clippers tonight.
Yeah, we got the Clippers, and of course, we got to give a big shout out to one of the legends, NBA play-by-play announcer, Bill Worrell. He's been with the Rockets for 4 decades, 77 years old. Mm-hmm. To my surprise, I didn't know Bill was 77. But he's going to retire, call his final game with the Rockets as they take on the Clippers. So congratulations on a successful career. We definitely want to show him some love. And I got to show some love to Cam Reynolds. He's actually a church member of mine who just signed with the Houston Rockets. And we didn't even have 8 players, so they had to go out and sign Cam. So Cam's going to be playing tonight when they play the Clippers. So Cam, congratulations to you, man. And go Rockets. They got the worst record in the league. I told you we're going to get that first draft pick. I'm believing for it. I'm excited about it. We're going to get that first pick, and we'll be on our way back to rebuilding this Rockets team. But, man, listen, tomorrow it is the Basketball Hall of Fame, and it's a special night because Kobe's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's amazing to think it's been over a year since we lost to Mamba, and he's going to be introduced into the Hall of Fame by the one and only Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jordan did a great speech at his memorial, and I'm kind of curious to see what Mike's going to talk about. If he's going to break down, is he not going to break down? Yeah. That's where the crying meme came from his Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man, it's tough, and of course he revealed a text message, the last text message that him and Kobe went back and forth on. Of course, Michael had some new tequila, and Kobe was texting him to tell him it was awesome while he was actually on the bench, and Jordan was playing with him about being Coach Kobe, and they laughed at each other and checked on each other's family. So I know sometimes, man, it's real difficult when you go back and see that last text message of somebody that's so near and dear to you. I find myself doing that sometimes, looking at some loved ones that I lost, and it's like, wow, man, who would have known that this would be the last conversation?
You know, and thank God for these machines right here, because I go back and I get texts from my sister, my brother, you know, friends who passed. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Memories. But yes, it should be great, man. Rudy Tomjanovich too, being affected by Hakeem Olajuwon and
Calvin Murphy, his buddy, the roommates. Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of suit is Calvin Murphy gonna wear?
Listen, Calvin's gonna wear an orange suit, man. It's gonna be orange. It's gonna be bright orange. Calvin's gonna be introduced because, you know, him and Rudy, you know, with the Rockets together, they were buddies. They played for a long time together here in Houston. And of course, Rudy is famous for, you know, don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. When we were the 6th seed and came back and won our second back-to-back championship. So I'm excited for Rudy. I think it's long overdue because, man, we haven't had a championship since Rudy was the coach and Hakeem was here.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. You know, I'm excited for them. You know, I know the basketball playoffs are coming up as well. We're us, and I think the only team, the Mavericks from Texas, are the only ones that, you know, are going to probably make the playoffs. So that should make some people here in Houston who are those fans happy. But, you know, like you say, if we could get that first pick, it's not like the NFL where the worst team gets the first pick. We still got to go in the lottery.
Yeah.
Hopefully, them balls come our way. I'm a gambler, so hopefully them balls come our way, you know.
We better get a bunch of them. Of course, you can catch the Hall of Fame tomorrow at 2 p.m. It'll be on. You can see it on the NBA TV. And we got to shout out to Russell Westbrook, man. You know, he set the record for being a triple-double champion. He passed the legend Oscar Robertson. And we knew, you know, Russell, he's a triple-double. Every night he can get a triple-double. And I think that was a thing, one of the reasons why he wanted to get traded from the Rockets, because he needed the ball in his hand.
Yeah, so he did his 4th year, right? 4th year.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. It's unheard of.
Unheard of.
I mean, like he's balling, but here we go. Catch more of the NBA on the overtime on the NBA Minute on 97 on the box. It's all brought to you by Hennessy, the spirit of the NBA.
Yes, sir. Before we get out of here, we got to get into it. The NFL schedule was released for our Texans fan. We're gonna open up against the Jacksonville Jaguars and the #1 draft pick Trevor Lawrence on my birthday. Matter of fact, September the 12th noon here at NRG, and I think if we get a win, we're going to get a win early. We need to get that win against Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that one. I'm excited. I actually told my wife, I said, I think I want to go to Arizona and see the Texans play the Cardinals. I think that's a road trip, man.
Don't go. J.J. Watt, you know, Hopkins, I was looking at the schedule. And I said, yeah, we got Arizona. We got one national televised game that we're playing. And I said against Arizona in October, I think it's going to be like October 24th. It's a 3:00 game. And Hopkins going to have probably over 200 yards. I'm predicting 12 catches, over 200 yards. He's probably going to have 3 touchdowns on that day. It's going to be tough for it.
Is Deshaun Watson going to be under center?
No, he won't be under center. You know, he was quiet for a while. Then Tim Tebow, got to shout out to Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow coming back into the league, gonna take another shot, of course, with the Jacksonville Jaguars and his former coach in Florida. I don't know how long this gonna last. Don't know how good this is gonna be.
They got him playing tight end now, so we'll see how that goes.
Man, listen, you can't sit out the league for this long and come back and think that everything's gonna be all right. It's gonna be tough.
7 years.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see him one. But as far as Deshaun Watson, don't expect Deshaun. I don't expect Deshaun to suit up anytime this year. It was quiet for a couple of weeks. I jumped on Good Morning H-Town with Keisha and Mac on 97.9 this past week, and we were just talking about the other day that everything was quiet. I thought they were settling. I said, man, maybe they're settling out of court. But then his attorney came out and said that they're not settling. You know, Tony Busby and the 22 women have been trying to get them to settle, but Deshaun Watson and his attorney says they are not going to settle. So I'm like, man, I thought by this point, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought that there would be some settlements taking place.
Yeah, I did too. But I think it bodes well for Deshaun saying, look, I didn't do it. I'm not settling. If I didn't do it, why am I going to pay up and make it look like I did something wrong? So To me, I think that's a good sign that Deshaun. I've always said he's innocent until proven guilty. So hopefully this all works out. I don't want to see number 4, not in a Texas uniform, but we've been franchise quarterback for years, man, and finally got one.
Do you think that there is still hope? Anybody think there's still hope for the Texans and Watson to work this thing out? The longer it goes,
I think
maybe Phyllis can heal.
I think
maybe we can work it out.
I think there is, but we'll just have to see. I don't even know what the schedule is going to be like as far as wins and losses this year. I don't see them as a playoff team as of right now.
No way possible. Now, I think with Tyrod Taylor, I predicted us maybe to get about 3 or 4 wins.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, maybe about 3 or 4 wins.
We already making a weekend already, brother. God, oh shoot!
I'm just trying to get a number 1 draft pick. I got to do this before we get out of here. Got to shout out to the Cowboys. They're gonna take on Tampa Bay Buccaneers, game 1 of the season. I like that. He says, "I believe you believe in H-Town."
H-Town too.
I believe in 4 wins, 3 wins. Yeah, Buffalo's gonna stump us.
Yeah,
but the Cowboys will take on the Buccaneers to start the season off. I think it's going to be a good game. I still got Brady, winning the first game against the Cowboys because I'm not with the Cowboys at any point of the game.
I will not be renewing my season ticket. I got an email today. I got an email today saying you haven't paid yet, so we're taking it that you're not going to renew. I said I done told you that last month. I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah,
I was a little upset because I own the PSL. She's like, we could have sold them. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm done with it.
Yeah, you'll be done with it.
I'm not done with my team. I'm not done with being a Houston fan. I'm just done with supporting money wise. The owner and the front office that make all these decisions. That's where I draw the line right there. I'm still my Texans. I'm still gonna watch the jerseys. I'm still gonna watch every game, but I'm gonna go tailgate with the Colt 45 tailgaters and them boys, but I'm not gonna pay a dime to get in the stadium.
Yeah, we're gonna always represent the city, just like we do with our Houston Astros. The Silver Boot is taking place as they take on the Texas Rangers. We already won the first game, game 2 tonight. I'm looking forward to the Astros hopefully being able to sweep the Rangers and do what we do, baby. The Astros are rolling right now.
I wanted to go tonight. I wanted to get that Alvarez bobblehead, Rookie of the Year bobblehead. I think it's bobblehead weekend all weekend. They got Altuve tomorrow, but I'm hoping to get out to one of these games soon, man. So for sure, man. But man,
attendance is changing. I mean, a lot of stadiums and teams are opening up. I saw the NFL today said ticket sales went up 150%. People are ready to get back out to enjoy the games. If you do, make sure you mask up. I know some people have already vaccinated. Says be careful as you go. Continue to practice social distancing. And we got to say thank you again to our special guest today, Thomas Fields, the founder and CEO of Grind Incorporated. Be sure to check him out on ABC's Shark Tank. We have the YouTube link that is found here today. You can also go back and look at it. It was a wonderful thing. G-Man, that's it, baby. 30 minutes practice. We in and out.
Hey, man, speaking of the vaccine and all, I talked today on the radio to Dr. Shukar. He is President Biden's vaccine coordinator. So we came on the radio just to say that the Pfizer shot is good for kids 13 to 16. He said the new CDC mandate is that if you're fully vaccinated, you're pretty good. You don't have to really wear a mask anymore unless the companies do that. So, man, get vaccinated, man, and let's get back to normal, bruh.
All right, how can I keep up with you?
G-Man979 on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. What am I missing? OnlyFans, Tinder, Christian Mingle. Pornhub, all that, man. It's going down.
Faith and Fame with AV. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys have a wonderful Friday. Be sure to join us every Friday, 6 p.m. for the Overtime Sports Show. Y'all be good.